All right, guys, welcome back to YoSpill. So tonight we have the neon back on the dyno. As you saw in the last video, this made the lowest horsepower out of the 3 daily drivers that me and my brother drive every day. So we can't have that here at YoSpill, so we got to work on the neon. We noticed on the dyno that we did a couple back-to-back runs off camera, and we started having issues where it was leaning out up top, dropping fuel pressure, kind of felt like it was blowing out spark. We didn't really know. So we have changed the fuel pump, the regulator. We relayed the fuel pump. We have a set of quarter plugs so that we can get to spraying the neon. We have a Zex wet kit with a 65 shot of nitrous. It is a 32 and a 19 jet, I believe, or 36 and 19, whatever the instructions said. So let me show you what we did here first, and then we will actually get to dynoing it. We're going to change the plugs, put a set of nitrous plugs in. We're going to re-dyno it for you, and then we will actually get to hitting the nitrous kit and seeing what happens. Hope you guys are ready for this crazy video. All right, guys. So if you are new to YoSpill and didn't watch the last video, go back and check it out. You'll see it's our daily drivers on the dyno. We have the neon, we have the juke, we have the Fiat. So what this is right here is a 1995 NYG neon. That's why you see the crazy green color. This motor is 100% stock. There's literally nothing done to it. I believe it has 200 and something thousand miles. The only thing this thing's ever had changed is you know, the simple maintenance stuff. So you timing belt and stuff like that. What we have right here is what we've been working on. This is a Zex Smart Box nitrous kit. We have a gauge that goes inside to give us pressure inside, so the driver will always know. We have the purge solenoid, which is right here. And then we also have the fuel. So wet nitrous means you have fuel and nitrous. Here's your fuel from the return, which we teed into it right here. And you can see the T. There's the fuel rail. Another thing we did is, of course, mounted the actual bottle. And what we did was we put it right here in the trunk. We have a speaker box that sets right in front of it. So if you open the trunk, you will never know it is there. So once you shut the seat, you will also not see it anymore. The bottle is already open, so you can see right here that we are holding around 750 PSI on the gauge. And then for fuel, because like I said, we were running out of fuel, we installed a Warborough, whatever, however you say that, 255. And then we installed a Kinetic Creations plug and play relay kit. So basically what you have here is the factory plug. The kit comes with the ground, the relay is right here. You run the power wire up right here. It's a very nice kit. It goes up to the alternator, so you have a 12-volt source right off the back of the alternator. And then this kit plug right here literally tells you fuel pump. It is very simple. It's plug and play, and it makes sure that you have the proper voltage at all times to your fuel pump. And let's get into dynoing this thing. So guys, like I was explaining a little bit earlier, you can see here the two dyno graphs. Before we changed out the pump, the regulator, and put the relay kit on it, the car kept dying right here. So I would hit around 5,800 RPMs, 6,000 RPMs, and the car would literally feel like I hit a two-step. It would literally just buck the motor really bad. Like I said, we obviously knew there was something wrong, so we started checking into it, and the fuel pump was very weak. We literally unplugged it out of the rail, and the fuel was just barely coming out. So, like I said, we did the relay kit, we did the fuel pump, we did a new regulator, and then we just did a pull just to test everything before. But now we're going to do a pull for you guys, and then we're going to get to swapping the plugs, and then we're going to get to spraying it. right, guys, so we just let it cool down for a little bit. And what we're going from is the RC9YC to a RC8YC. You're basically going one step colder because we do not plan on spraying this thing with much more than a 75 shot. So there's no need to go crazy cold plugs or crazy changes like that. 50 to 75 shot, you can pretty much get away without pulling too much ignition timing. They recommend 2 degrees, but if you want a spicy tune, stick with your stock timing, give it a 50 shot, and send it and see what happens. So let me get these plugs changed out real quick, and then we will get to doing another pull with the new plugs just to make sure everything is good, and then we will spray it. Let's see. 139 and 152. All right, guys. So our bottle pressure is right now at 800. This bottle was one that was in the Jeep, or in the back of the Jeep at some point in time. So we really don't know how much nitrous is in it. We only gained about 35 horsepower on a 65 shot. And the bottle pressure is only at like 750, 800. So we're gonna heat it up a little bit, get the bottle pressure up to about 900, 950, give it another shot, see if we can get our 65 wheel horsepower. So we'll be back once we get the bottle nice and warm. RIP clutch. All right, guys, so let's look over the data. I don't know if you heard me in the car yell goodbye clutch, but basically I brought the car up to 3,500 RPMs, let the car make sure it had temperature in it, which of course it did because we just had sprayed it. That was 1,000 PSI of bottle pressure. The first nitrous hit was, like I said, 750, 800. As you see right here, as soon as I got 4 grand, I hit the nitrous kit and it started to take off. It was about to, you know, go. And then the clutch said, nope. And right here is basically the end of the clutch. So that should have been about a proper 65 shot. Most of the time, nitrous pills are jetted for 900 to 1,000 PSI. So a 65 horsepower shot is equivalent to, like, you know, 75 wheel torque. So the 110 wheel torque it was making It should have made somewhere in the 180 range if the clutch would have held on. But you can see that it was not happy. This really smooth thing right here is basically the clutch just giving out. Couldn't hold it, so that'll be the end of Nitrous Neon for now. I'm sure we can order a clutch and get it on there, and I want to see if we could break 200 wheel on a stock motor, but we're definitely going to need to put a clutch in it before we can do that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, give Yospilt a thumbs up and hit the bell if you have not already. If you like the content, let me know what you want to see on the dyno. We have a bunch of other cars, but yeah, RIP to the Neon clutch. Have a good night, guys.